All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. DFS Experience, Tuesday, December 27th. We're starting with DraftKings, 10-game slate. Going to try to get through this video as fast as possible because I know you guys got things to do. We're starting with Luka Magic. Like I said, he destroyed the Lakers like I said he was going to do. Well, I'm not even going to look at his game log, but Tim Hardaway had their way. He's down to 12K against the Knicks. Should be a good matchup. I kind of like the Knicks starters for DFS purposes. I like how they play in real life because I know exactly what they're going to do. And DFS is about predicting. If you want to do a little mini game stack, I won't be mad at you. But Luka, 12K, find value and play him. John Morant, 10.3K, find value and play him. If Phoenix want to be competitive, I don't know what Phoenix is doing. They've been losing a lot of games. If this game is not competitive, you may not be able to squeeze all the fantasy points that you're going to want to out of that 10.3 John Morant. So be careful targeting Phoenix because if they lay down like a bunch of let me not say what I want to say. If they lay down and don't play hard, then it's going to be a blowout and Morant's not going to get his full run. Then y'all going to be pissed off. It's going to be an early night, and you know how that goes. SGA 10.2K against San Antonio should be competitive. He should smash them by himself. He looks really good at 10K. I think if I'm playing 3 or 4 lineups, I'm going to try to jam him in one because San Antonio is awful. Trae Young in play, 9.8K. Looks like a nice game to stack. Indiana is good this year. They started off a little bit questionable, but they're a good team. Halliburton is what's the word I'm looking for? He's an excellent player. I'm going to leave it like that. He's an excellent player. Like I always say to you guys, every video I mention Halliburton because he's underpriced. We didn't even get to him. I just glanced over at him, and this is a disrespectful price. But we'll get to him in a second. James Harden is too cheap. He's almost the old Harden. He's literally almost him. Just a touch. I can't even say he's not there because he's playing with Embiid, but Harden is healthy. Harden is in his bag, and Harden is too cheap. Find value and play him. LaMelo 9,600 against Golden State. Don't let Golden State's win over Memphis fool you. They're not them. If you want to target Golden State with LaMelo and some other pieces from Charlotte, like a little bit of a game stack, you can. But I don't really trust anyone from Golden State. Maybe Poole on a good day, but I don't trust them. Halliburton, too cheap. I'm jamming it in my lineup, period. And like I said, I like the game. I like the atmosphere for Atlanta and Indiana. Could be a little bit of a game stack. De'Aaron Fox, 8,400 in play. DeJounte, 8,300. I don't mind playing Young and Murray in the same lineup on this slate. Go for it. Jordan Poole, with everybody else priced around him, it's an okay play. If I'm playing like 10 lineups, I'll throw him in one. Chris Paul should be a good play, but we've been seeing him lay down. Let's see what he's been doing fantasy-wise. Last 5 games, 39, 50, 38, 16, and 53. So he laid down one game, and that's the game I was focused on. He's a good play. Fire him up. No Booker, fire him up. They're still probably going to lose, but fire him up. Van Vliet, 7,600 in play. Good price. Too cheap. Jalen Brunson, 7,400. He's priced appropriately. I like playing Jalen Brunson because he's going to have the ball in his hands 95% of the times. He's on the floor. High usage player. Everything goes through him. If he's not taking the shot, he's the one passing the ball to the player taking the shot. Absolutely lovely play. Jalen Brunson is matchup proof, and his price is always fair or too cheap. Today is fair. Porter's in play against Boston. Looks like a tough matchup. Don't be scared. Just play him. Westbrook, I don't really need Westbrook anymore. He's not impacting the game like he was first couple weeks coming off the bench. 56, 55, 34, 35, and 30. He's getting his fantasy points. He's not impacting the game. They're not winning. He's getting his fantasy points and his minutes are concerned. He's not even hitting 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? He's going out there, he's getting his fantasy points, and then he's going back to the bench. If you trust that Westbrook could get his fantasy points in the minutes that he plays, fine, play him. When I say he's not impacting the game, what I'm saying is if if the Lakers are in a competitive game, I don't know. I can't promise you that he's going to be on the floor in the last 5 minutes. That's what I mean by that. You know what I'm saying? He's an okay play. 7,200. He's gonna go. You know Westbrook loves stats. He's gonna go for his stats, so you can play him. Jamal Murray, 7,100. Okay play, but I'm scared to play anyone on Denver besides Jokic because Jokic is in asshole mode right now. And when I mean when I say he's in asshole mode, that means that he's getting all the rebounds, all the assists, every stat that could be available. He's taking for himself. He's not letting anyone have it, and we've seen him do this before. So when he's in this type of mode, just play him and stay out the way. Jamal Murray, if he was the last man in, wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but I don't think I'm playing anyone with Jokic. When Jokic is putting up 30 points and grabbing 20 rebounds and 15 assists, like what's left for anybody else? I don't need Jamal Murray on this slate. Giddy's in play 6,900. Dinwiddie, okay, play at 66. If Kemba Walker is back, then you could pick one of the two, preferably Dinwiddie, since he starts. But if you want to play Kemba Walker, $400 less coming off the bench, you're playing a lot of lineups, you have money to blow, then you know what? Congratulations. Marcus Smart, 6,100, absolutely in play. Probably going to have 5 steals. Trey Jones, San Antonio Spurs against OKC. I like for them to be competitive, so therefore I like Trey Jones at 6,100. Okay play. DeAnthony Melton, 6K, a lot of plays around his price range that seems better, looks better, better matchups. I don't need DeAnthony Melton. Marquez Fultz, if he starts 5,900 against the Lakers, you know what I'm going to say? Fire him up because I always target the Lakers. John Wall, 5,600, not going to play a lot of minutes. They're going up against Toronto. He's not in my player pool. I don't need him. Brogdon, okay play. Don't really need him, but all the way at the bottom, my player pool. Tyus Jones, 5,300. We don't really need him. Schroeder, 5,100. Not a great play with Russell Westbrook active. He's an okay play. Don't really need him. Trey Man. I'm lying. Terrence Mann, 5K. Kawhi is back. I don't need him. Cole Anthony, you want to take a shot? 5K? Go for it. Dennis Smith Jr., we do not need. Monte Morris, we do not need. Malik Monk, you could take a shot. Reggie Jackson, you could take a shot. Let's see who else is here. Patrick Beverly. I like Patrick Beverly at minimum, 4,100. You're not going to believe I'm about to say this. You could take a shot with Patrick Beverly. He plays a lot of minutes. Patrick Beverly's minutes, last 5 games, 21, 23, 37, 30, and 32. Fantasy points, 23, 13, 27, 26, and 18. Not the worst play in the world. He's in the player pool for me. Right now, no one else is viable. So, let's go to shooting guard. I'm recording this video a little bit earlier than usual. I am dealing with a sickness. I have a little bit of a burst of energy, so I decided to record this video early and then have it drop at 11 p.m. East Coast time. So, the video is going to be a little bit early as far as the information that I have at the time of recording. So just keep that in mind. Jaylen Brown, 92. Houston, fire him up. Paul George, 8,600. Price is appropriate for them having Kawhi back and going up against Toronto. He's an okay play. Bradley Beal's in play at 78, a little bit too cheap. Desmond Bane, I don't like his minutes right now. Not interested. Kelly Oubre, always in play, just a bit streaky. 7,200 in play. Rozier, 7,100 in play. Klay Thompson, if you're playing like 10 lineups, you could take a shot on him. Very, very risky. Vassell, 6,900. Okay play. Giddy, I think we spoke about him. Jalen Green's in play at 6,700. DiFrancesco, hell no. Franz Wagner, you could take a shot. 63. OG, I always love OG. 6,200. You could fire him up. Bogdanovich. We don't need Bogdanovich. I already like Murray. I already like Young. You can't play everybody because guess what? There's only one ball. Buddy Hield's in play at 6K. Tim Hardaway Jr., he's been playing well. He's in play at 5,800. Dylan Brooks, never met a shot he didn't like, 5,800 in play. Herder, 57 in play. Bruce Brown, I don't need Bruce Brown right now. Gary Trent, if he started, you could take a shot. Lonnie Walker, I didn't. Lonnie Walker, he's an okay play, nothing too great. I don't really trust anyone on the Lakers if they're not named LeBron. I like Patrick Beverly because of his price. Right now, the Lakers are literally the 07 Cavs. LeBron and a bunch of failures. Westbrook is not impacting the game like I said, so he's not like a star helping. He's just getting his points, his fantasy points. So Lonnie Walker is not in a favorable position as far as I can't tell you with confidence that Lonnie Walker is going to go out there and pay off his price, his salary. You feel me? That's all I got to say about that. Matherin's in play, like that game stat. Quentin Grimes, I like that. I like his, what's the word I'm looking for? A bit of ability to pay off his salary because he plays a lot of minutes. Things got to break his way because Jalen Brunson always have the ball in his hands. But if Dallas gives him open threes, he should be able to pay off his ticket. You're playing like 4, 5, 6 lineups, you could throw Grimes in one, no problem. Malik Monk, we spoke about him. Caldwell Pope, Norman Powell, we don't need him. The rest of these bozos we don't really need right now. Basically, they're just fish food. They're what you throw into the fish tank, so the fish can eat. That's all they are. LeBron 10-6, too cheap. He's too cheap for his ceiling. Going up against Orlando, he knows that the team is trash. He's chasing Kareem. He's gonna say he doesn't care about it, but we know he does. He's gonna score his points. LeBron taking a lot of shots is something I can guarantee you that's going to happen. LeBron's in play. Tatum's in play. Banchero against Braun, against the Lakers, he will probably try to, be fancy. He might try to show off for LeBron. People do that. People have great games against LeBron teams. We know that. You could play him if you're playing a lot of lineups. RJ Barrett, another guy that I like. Never met a shot he didn't like. Absolutely in play. He plays a lot of minutes. He takes a lot of shots. He just hasn't been hitting a lot of shots, but he's still been hitting. He's been hitting value. Now check this out. Look at his minutes: 42, 31, 46, 39, and 43. Right? Look at his fantasy points: 28, 29, 45, 58, and 37. And then look at his field goals: 10 for 19, 8 for 19, 11 for 19, 14 for 20, and 6 for 21. My man's played 43 minutes, went 6 for 21, and still put up 37 fantasy points. That's an amazing fantasy player. Amazing. RJ Barrett for president. If I'm playing 2 lineups, he's in one of them. I don't care how many shots he missed. I'm going to keep going back to him. Keldon Johnson's in play, 7,300. Scotty Barnes is in play, 6,700. Tobias Harris, you're playing a lot of lineups. You could take a shot on him. Mikal Bridges, no Booker, fire him up. Gordon Hayward's in play at 6K. Michael Porter, he's an okay play. I won't be playing him, I don't think, unless he's last man in and I'm desperate. Harrison Barnes, don't really need, but he's in the player pool. Keegan Murray, 5,100, is an okay play. DeAndre Hunter, 5K, okay play. Lou Dort, if I was desperate, bottom of the player pool. Austin Reeves, 4,600, if I'm playing a lot of lineups. Jalen McDaniels, don't really need, don't care for him. KJ Martin, last man in, that's fine. Jalen Williams, if he starts, that's fine. Damian Lee is trash. Josh Richardson, you could take a shot. Neesmith, if he starts, you could take a shot. Reggie Bullock, you play Reggie Bullock if you don't care about your lineup, you want to lose right away. Let's go to power forward. Cause looking at these names at small forward, it just pisses me off. Okay. Braun, we spoke about him. Siakam's in play at 10-1. Nobody's gonna be able to hold him. Randall is absolutely in play. I'm gonna tell you something right now. Once Randall gets the ball, he's shooting it. Randall never passes the ball. That's kind of good for DFS, but if he's having a bad shooting night, he's gonna mess everything up. But Randall's absolutely in play. Randall does not know what the word pass means. Kuzma, 8,500, okay play. Christian Wood, 77, okay play. Jaren Jackson Jr., Jaren Jackson Jr. What an idiot. What an idiot. You know, self-awareness is something that, it grows on you as you go from baby to child, from child to teen, from teen to adult. This asshole doesn't have any self-awareness, and he's a grown-ass man. What is a foul? What is a common foul in the NBA? Physical contact. You're one of the main pieces on your team with playoff and championship aspirations. You get a quick foul. What do? You foul again, right? You get benched. They bring you back, and within a minute, you foul. Are you an idiot? Or are you slow? Jaren Jackson Jr. is a dumbass. I don't give one shit. He is, because this is the thing. If it was DeMar DeRozan, got some quick fouls, that's a fluke. That doesn't happen all the time. If it was LeBron, if it was, Tatum, one of these guys that's never in foul trouble, then it's a fluke. Sometimes things happen. It's always the same shit with Jaren Jackson Jr. He is a dumbass. Let me say something. Let me tell you something. You are repeatedly what you do. He is always doing something stupid, so therefore he's stupid. And that's all I got to say about that. Jaren Jackson Jr., 6,800. He's too spicy for his pricey if he's going to be acting like that. So he's out the player pool until he could figure out how to not make body contact with other players when he's already in foul trouble. Stupid motherfucker. Power forward, Aaron Gordon, you could take a shot on him. Draymond Green's a loser. He's a little bitch when Curry's not on the floor with him. And let me just say this: since Jaren Jackson Jr. wanted to piss me the fuck off, let me tell you something about Draymond Green. If there was never anything named Curry, if there was never no guy named Steph Curry, Draymond Green would be the 13th player on the team. He would be a towel boy because he's not talented. Yeah, he plays good defense. That's about it. There's nothing about him that's mind blowing. Does he have a good dribble? No. Can he shoot? No. Does he get rebounds? Yeah, because he plays center. He's a nothing. He's a nobody. Just a big mouth. Yo, take Draymond Green and get him the fuck up out of here. I'm pissed off now. Mo Wagner, we don't need. John Collins, you could take a shot. Horford, you could take a shot. Marcus Smart, we don't need. PJ Washington, you could take a shot. Ball, if he starts, he's an okay player at 5,100, but keep in mind that Wendell Carter Jr. is back playing limited minutes. He was. Torrey Craig's going to play at 5,100 with no Booker. Jabari Smith Jr., 5K, he's absolutely in play. Kuminga could go to hell. Batum, 4,900, I don't really need. Brandon Clark, if you're desperate last minute, fine. Boucher, 44, you could take a shot. Sochan, if he starts, you could take a shot. Hachimura, you could take a shot if you're desperate. Grant Williams, you could take a shot if you're desperate. Wendy and Gabriel should be backing up Thomas Bryant, but I think the last game Darvin Ham played all guard, so fuck Wendy and Gabriel on this slate because I don't know what Darvin Ham is doing. Let's go to center. I'm pissed. Now I'm mad. Let's go. Jokic 11-4, fire him the fuck up. Find value, play him. Fire him up. That's how I feel about Jokic. Fire him up. I don't care what the matchup is. When he's in his mood, you just play him. Embiid would have been a great play if Jokic wasn't there. Sabonis is kind of hurt. We don't really need him right now, but he's absolutely in play. Porzingis 88, you can fire him up. DeAndre Ayton is in play, 7,500. Wendell Carter, if you want to play Wendell Carter, pay attention to his minutes because they were limited. Miles Turner hasn't been playing that great, 6,300. If you want to take a shot, take a shot. Thomas Bryant didn't play his full rotations. That worries me. Can't play him anymore. Sengun, 58, absolutely. He's an okay play. Pirtle, let's check Pirtle's minutes. Last 5 games, 10. Goodbye. The fuck is going on? Okay. This is Mason, right? Yeah, I knew that. Mason Plumlee, 5,600, absolutely in play. Okongo, no, we don't need Okongo. Mitchell Robinson, you could take a shot on against Dallas. Steven Adams, you could take a shot on against Phoenix. Looney, Zubac, I'm good. Robert Williams, we don't know if he's going to play 24 minutes or 18 minutes. Don't need him. You know what? That's that. Let's get 4 more guys and let's get going. So I'm absolutely playing Jokic. Halliburton was too cheap. Shooting guard, who stands out to me? Do I go back to Quentin Grimes at 5K? Yeah, let me go to Quentin Grimes until I get more news. The way I start building my lineups, let's say I build a dummy lineup, and I fell asleep, and I woke up after lock, and the lineup that I made went into play, I'd be happy with it. That's how I build my lineups. And then as I get information, I adjust it. And that's how I end up making winning lineups. Everybody have their own process, but just throwing it out there. Small forward, OG 62, too cheap. Too cheap. OG is too cheap. Let's fire him up. Power forward. Torrey Craig. Jabari Smith at 5K. Gordon Hayward. John Collins 54. Al Horford. Al Horford against Houston. He should have a lot of steals and a lot of blocks. Al Horford is not a sexy play, but against Houston, he should get the job done. Keegan Murray. Let's pick up Al Horford. 5,300. I got Halliburton. I got Quentin Grimes. I got OG. I got Al Horford. I got Jokic. We're going to get more value on a 10-game slate. Adjust the lineups as needed. Jokic is non-negotiable. Halliburton's not coming out. I really like OG. I like Quentin Grimes, to be honest with you. Horford is probably a placeholder till we figure out what's going on. So first man out is Al Horford, but he's a good play. He's a decent play at 5,300 with a good matchup. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you for watching. I absolutely appreciate it. Please subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up. You guys are amazing. Been helping me and been helping me build this channel. One more thing. If you're having trouble cashing, you're struggling cashing, with the way the NBA is, I can send you my lineups, my up-to-date lineups, my optimal up-to-date lineups right before lock. All you gotta do is check out my Patreon, link in the description, or you can DM me on Twitter and we'll work it out. And if you need me to build you your own lineup, that's fine, no problem. Just let me know what you need. Let's go to FanDuel. I have 5 guys picked out, I think. Yeah, I do. Okay, Jokic at 12 for I'm still playing because he's him right now. Harden is too cheap at 9,600. As I explained how Harden is a little bit, he's back to where he used to be, and he could go off for 70 if he feels like it. Marquez Fultz, the Lakers, they're up there in pace. They're gonna take a lot of shots. That runs right into Marquez Fultz alley as far as him getting fantasy points. Every guard gets a lot of fantasy points against the Lakers, and just because it's Orlando, nothing's gonna change. If Marquez Fultz stays out of foul trouble and he doesn't get hurt, he'll pay off his ticket. So right now I like him. Jaylen Brown 8,700 against Houston. Another great matchup. He's a little bit too cheap for a ceiling against Houston. I was struggling trying to find a power forward that's decent, but with no Booker, I'm fine with Torrey Craig as long as he starts. If Phoenix is going to be competitive against Memphis, then Torrey Craig is going to be very important on what they do. So that's my logic for Torrey Craig. Mind you, is very early. These are the people that I like with the information that I have at hand, and I'm gonna go on and get out of here. Let you guys get back to doing what you're doing. Once again, I absolutely appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. I don't take it lightly at all. Hope you guys having a good day, and I'm gonna catch y'all guys in the next one. Ciao.